It's been clearly reported now that Nancy Pelosi, for the last 3 weeks, which lines up exactly with your date, has been pushing hard to get Joe Biden out of the way and get him replaced. And that is exactly what's happened. And that coincides with July 5, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, there's people that say, oh, well, look, if he had an emergency on Air Force One, he would have been greeted by ambulances. That's not true. The White House has been desperate over these last 3 weeks. And really, ultimately, it was actually 4 weeks, because if you recall, the week before 4th of July, and this happened the day after 4th of July, they were lying to the media because he had his debate and he had to desperately convey a sense of strength because of his disastrous debate performance with President Trump. So they said it was a cold. Then we saw him go to Waffle House with his mouth wide open, touching everybody's food, shaking everybody's hand. Now they say he has COVID. Well, last time I checked, the Democrats were behaving like a bunch of mask Nazis during the COVID lockdown, and were telling us we had to social distance and wear masks. But Joe Biden is walking around with, air quote, COVID. No, this is not COVID. This is a man who is in serious cognitive decline, and they're using a so-called illness like COVID, where we expected people to take 10 days off for social distancing so that they can have an excuse to keep him away from the public while they expedite the transition of power. And so it won't be long before Kamala Harris is made president of the United States. There's a lot of fake news actually going around on the internet saying, oh, Biden's now in hospice care and he's going to die today. No.